spring and how your group did learning the new defense, and how did that kind of transition into fall camp for your group?
From spring transition into now, fall camp where we are 6 days in, it was good because we got introduced to new concepts, just new names, a little couple new verbiage, a couple new techniques. And what I saw is like from the spring into the summer when the guys worked and all their stuff, it carried over into the fall. So it was good. I think we took a good step forward, in knowing just the defenses, the new concepts, and the new techniques. So that was really good. But it's still a long way to go so we can continue to grow on our techniques and fundamentals.
Seems like Pickett and Breeze are kind of in a back and forth battle at one of those safety spots. But just you seen out of those two guys and kind of their growth since you've been here.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we got some position battles at a couple of spots, but in terms of them, yeah, they're battling out. So they're splitting the reps with the ones. Um, both of those guys, just working on their communication, being more in position to be factors in plays, finishing and fitting things right. But that's the big thing from the safety standpoint is just communication and making sure that we're in position.
What other battles are there?
Oh man, there's a battle right there at that boundary safety that we talked about. There's a good battle there to the field spot at a couple spots. I mean, Javon's doing a good job, but Steve and Khalif, are fighting for some positions there. There's a battle at nickel, and we've been rotating that pretty good. Because Verone's been there. He's been with the ones, but so has Hockey, and then we moved Jamal around quite a bit because he's been up with the ones a few reps, and then with the twos. So there's some pretty healthy position battles.
Steve told us this week that he showed up last year and he's going to start and play. I was an All-American. He said it was a really humbling experience last year. What have you just seen from him and his kind of maybe approach to the game and his development over a year's time?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of these young guys come in and they think that they're going to step on the field right away. Yeah, it is humbling, because you go from being an All-American and now, you're with other good football players from anywhere in the country. So from Steve, I mean, he's still working on just his communication, but I think he's done a good job as far as improving that. And now it's just more about improving just some of, things he's doing technique-wise and discipline-wise.
How's Quez fitting in with this group so far in this first week in fall camp, week of the program?
Yeah, Triquez is doing a good job. I mean, his head is spinning a little bit, as I would expect it for a true freshman, especially at the safety spot. He's still trying to, learn, the defense and then his alignment, his concepts. What I'm encouraged about Triquez is just he's so coachable. He's very, very coachable. He shows some range there in my individuals. So, he's got to just tighten up on the technique, but he's got a lot to learn. So we're going to continue to work with him and coach him.
I know Jamal's been dinged up the last day and a half or so, but early on he certainly made some pretty big plays in the initial practices. How is he fitting in that nickel spot?
Jamal has done a good job. Like I just said, he's been rotating. He's been with the ones a couple racks, and then he's stepped up to the twos. So there's a pretty healthy competition there with the nickel. But he got some interceptions, and he's doing a good job. I mean, he's a smart football player. He can run, good cover ability. So he's doing a lot of good things.
What's been different about this ball camp compared to look at the times obviously last season after that Cowboys really didn't play much at all. But looks like so far, I mean, he's put up a bunch of highlight tapes where it looks like he's doing pretty well. So.
Yeah, Hockey in this camp, what he showed to have some good match coverage, and he's playing good coverage on our slots. The difference from him from in the past till now is I just think he's learning us. That was his first year, so he's trying to figure out how he's going to get coached on this level, and he's been more receptive to that, and I think he's doing a good job. And we all of the guys have to continue to be in their playbooks to learn the techniques, the fundamentals, and the scheme, so we can operate at a high level.
There's a lot of guys, like when you run the twos out, a lot of young guys, even guys you mentioned with the ones, some young guys getting up. So as you get more situational, as camp progresses, some of the goal line stuff today, how are they all handling it? Is everybody's head spinning, or do you feel like you generally see what you want to see in those situations?
Well, I think we do a great job of the staff just teaching the guys the situations, I mean, because football is situational. So we don't want to just throw guys out there on the field and not, have them know what to expect. I mean, that's our job as coaches. And for instance, I'm in charge of the red zone. So when we have red zone periods, I'm making sure I run out there and I Is that someone's baby? On here? I seen you looking. I thought it was yours. So I'm making sure I'm running out there and I'm yelling red zone, and reminding them what we're looking for in that high and low red zone. So when we practice these situations, we just got to continue to educate them out there on the field and in the classroom.
Already talked about Khalif being a guy who could fit in so many different roles. I know he's back, bounced back and forth between corner and safety. I think he said field safety at this point, but he's been a little bit everywhere. One, how good is that versatility? But two, because I think he's a redshirt freshman. Do you want to have him based at one spot, or do you value that he can kind of fit almost anywhere?
Actually, he's a true sophomore because he played his freshman year last year. But I mean, Khalif has tools. He has a ton of tools. Where there's, like you said, last year he was at corner. He's playing free safety. I believe he could play nickel if we needed him. But right now, he's just getting consistent safety spots. So that way, because it's all new to him and we just moved him there, that I can make sure that he's learning what he needs to learn from that position. But what I'm shooting for, and as I teach the room, I'm teaching the whole room, the whole defense, all the concepts. So any point in time, if we have to move guys around because one guy's better at this and another guy's better at that because it's best for the team, or you never know and you come up with an injury, we just want to make sure we could put the puzzle pieces in the right places.